should be a great Super Bowl 56 matchup between the LA Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. Before I start on some quick Super Bowl talk this evening, first things first, all right? I want to make sure everybody just leave your contact info in my inbox. Just, send it to me personally, but I got to know where you live and what's on the menu for tonight, all right? Because, I don't know if I have anywhere to go. So somebody hook me up, whether it's chips and dip, chips and salsa, something out there, right? So anyway, let me know. Let me know when I can come through, and it can be a pickup order. All right, I'll just put my window down. You can hand it to me, be on my way, and get back to the studio. But no, nonetheless, I appreciate you all for your time this evening. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully we get you a great Super Bowl matchup. And then, of course, you stick and stay for the Olympics coverage. And then, of course, if you missed any of the Super Bowl, I'll get you covered tonight on 10 News at 11. Of course, it'll be after the Olympics tonight that we bring you the news there. So hopefully, everything should be good to go. We'll have everything set for you, and we'll be set. Now, speaking of which, who is everybody out there rooting for? Because I feel like I have found more Bengals fans this week than anything. And then when I say Bengals fans, I use the term, with a little bit of caution there, because I found more fans that want to root for the Bengals tonight more so than the Rams. So who's everybody rooting for? I got, of course, I can see your messages here if anybody out there wants to add in and chime in and drop comments. But whether it's been from other local talent in the area, local athletes, young or old, everybody sent Bengals to me. And I'm on the same page if you're out there wondering. But the intrigue for the Cincinnati Bengals has been quite interesting. I thought I'd see a lot more people get on the Stafford train, so to speak, and with the LA Rams. But I have certainly heard more Bengals than Rams throughout this entire week, which is totally fine, as I mentioned. So just want to throw a few quick stats out there for you. We are not far from kickoff, perhaps just over about 40 minutes or so from kickoff there on NBC here locally, WSLS 10. And, of course, the pregame coverage still continuing as we speak. Seeing a lot of the players warming up throughout the afternoon, so hopefully they'll be in good shape and ready to go. Did you know this is the first Super Bowl in NFL history that does not have a top 3 seed from either conference? Yes, the Bengals and the Rams, they both were the 4 seed in the respective playoffs this season. So interesting to see this happen and both of those teams really break through for the first time in a long time. I got Evan Graham. He says he's with the Rams and endorse the Bengals. Okay, all right. So we do have some Rams folks out there. I saw a quick video on social media earlier this week. Detroit is selling Detroit Rams T-shirts apparently because they feel like a part of themselves is in the Super Bowl now that Matthew Stafford's there. But hey, whatever you got to do to get on to get in on the fun and get in on the gravy train, nothing wrong with that. Also want to point out that the Rams are the first team in NFL history to play a Super Bowl in 5 different decades. And that's the one that kind of got me, because you got to think, all right, the Patriots, they have been to the Super Bowl 11 times. They don't even have that crazy stat. They don't even match up to that, right? So the Rams have played in the Super Bowl in the 70s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and of course now the 2020s. An incredible stat and something very unique for the Rams organization. Of course, one of those times, or a couple of those times, they were in St. Louis, and of course they've since now returned to Los Angeles. First Super Bowl since 1999, where both quarterbacks entered the postseason with 0 playoff wins and then made it all the way to the Super Bowl. Hard to think. All right, Burrow makes sense, right? Just been in the league a couple of years, got injured last year, back at it this season. Matthew Stafford, however, we know how long his journey has been and how hard he has worked to even make the postseason, let alone make the Super Bowl. Amazing that he's never won a postseason game, let alone try to get to the postseason. We know he was with that infamous team there in Detroit for so long, had incredible players, incredible talent. They could never just quite get it done. But yes, first Super Bowl since '99, both quarterbacks entered the postseason with absolutely zero playoff wins. So we're certainly in for quite a treat tonight. If you're feeling like, you know what, I'm feeling like a little old about this Super Bowl. There's a lot of young people. We got all these, young artists, as some out there would say, for the halftime performance. Sean McVay and Zach Taylor, they were combined to give us the youngest head coaching matchup in Super Bowl history. They are 36 and 38 years old, respectively. That's some pretty young coaches. And don't forget, this is McVay's second time in the Super Bowl. He's done this just a few seasons ago with the Rams, and he was, of course, even younger. So that should be interesting to figure out. I want to know, what's everybody tuning in for tonight? Of course, a lot of us tuning in for the game, but we have a ton of other things that are on tap, all right? I know you're out there cooking some great food. Again, let me know when I can come through and get it. Just let me know, all right? I'll be quick. We can say hello real quick, have some pleasantries, and give you a selfie, whatever you need. Just let me know, please. But what are you here for? What are you here for? The game, the food, the halftime performances, something else, or the commercials? I had one of the Virginia Tech women's basketball players. She's from Australia, so she said, "Hey, the commercials, the ads. The game itself really means quite nothing, but here for the ads." So I want to figure out and see exactly how many folks are here and for what. You can head on over to WSLS.com/vote, and we actually have one of our polls that are set up. So if you take a look now, 38% of you are actually tuning in for the game tonight, 27% for the food, 24% for the commercials, and surprisingly, only 11% of us tuning in for the halftime performance. We don't want to see that star-studded lineup tonight. I'm sure that may change as we get even closer to kickoff. I got a lot of folks, Slickwood, commercials. Cowboys fans, so not either team but the Bengals. Yeah, I can feel your pain there, being a certain fan of a team called the Commanders now. I just tend to pick a team that I think I want to see win. Can't go wrong with either one of these teams, honestly, though. Seriously, you can't. So, you have a great choice in either side. But what are you tuning in for tonight? Game, food, commercials, halftime performance. Submit your vote online, WSLS.com/vote, and we can see exactly where you fall in terms of what you are tuning in for tonight. Now, just to talk a little bit about this game here, my personal thoughts, in case some of you may have been dying to know, I personally am picking the Bengals to win this Super Bowl game against the Rams. Now, I have a few thoughts here. First off, the Bengals are one of the teams that I have been kind of rooting for in the playoffs the past couple of seasons, right? Even from their final days, I guess you could say, with Carson Palmer. Yeah, that's going back a little further. But it's one of those AFC teams that I've always kind of been intrigued by. And I felt like they were right on the edge of kind of breaking through. And by all accounts, they are very early in their come up and in their getting to this Super Bowl. Perhaps maybe a year, maybe 2 or 3 years early in this process. But hey, they are here. And I love the momentum that they have. I love the confidence Joe Burrow plays with. And I love the folks that they have surrounded him around. Those mid-year guys, veteran guys, but also some young, talented guys as well, right? The Jamar Chase, incredible talent at the wide receiver spot. But then he's got Joe Mixon in the backfield. And hey, I did say I grew up more of a Commanders fan. So Samaje Perine, I know, yeah, he was a former Washington guy. Believe me, I remember he was quite a great back. He wasn't our 1,000-yard rusher there with the Commanders, but he certainly filled a role and had a role. So with that, I think that I give the edge to the Bengals. I would like to see them win. However, I'm also cognizant of their biggest weakness, the offensive line. And I know the strength of the Rams is the defensive line. And a certain man by Aaron Donald is quite the animal, I should say. He is quite the beast out there, and he will be quite fierce yet again tonight. You add in another veteran like Von Miller at the linebacker spot, who will definitely be coming off the edge to blitz as well. This could spell trouble. However, I have confidence that if the Bengals can perhaps just play shotgun football and Burrow can get the ball out quick, we do some wide receiver screens, get it to Mixon, get it to P-Ron to run it. I feel like the Bengals can get this thing done more so than the Rams. On paper, the Rams are amazing. Matthew Stafford has proven that he just needed a new team, a new organization to be with. You add in OBJ, he has kind of filled into his role perfectly at the right time. He knows he might not be the number one, may not be the number two guy. He can be a guy. That's all he needs to be for them. Cooper Kupp is the man. So, I mean, and the list goes on and on for them, for the Rams. But I just feel like the Bengals may be able to squeak this one out. And he may be able, the Bengals may be able to just, take advantage of the Rams more so than the Rams taking advantage of the Bengals. Now, if you're a little superstitious out there and you happen to be wondering, oh boy, if you're one of those people that places, bets or parlay bets on on kind of superstitious type of stuff, keep this in mind, all right? The coin toss is coming up in probably roughly a little over 30 minutes from now, all right? So keep this in mind. The coin toss winner has lost 7 straight Super Bowls. And guess who gets the call today? The Rams. Hey, I'm just saying. All right, did you get that? The coin toss winner has lost 7 straight Super Bowls. And the Rams are making the coin toss call today. Take that how you may, but that's pointing to the Bengals may be winning this thing. If you're superstitious out there, all right? Get this. The team wearing white has won 14 of the past 17 Super Bowls. And guess what? As the home team, the Bengals chose to wear black. So there you go. So they have black uniforms that they'll be wearing, the black tops. But the team that typically that wears the white tops have won 14 of the past 17 Super Bowls. So that's one superstitious act there. The Bengals certainly hope will not come to fruition, but we shall see. And of course, second year in a row that the NFC team in the Super Bowl is playing in their home stadium. We never had this happen before. The Buccaneers, of course, started it last year, playing at their own stadium there in Tampa. And now we have the LA Rams doing it here in 2022 for the NFC. And by all accounts, before the season started and I saw that this game would be played in LA, I thought, how cool would it be to have the LA Chargers against the LA Rams in the Super Bowl in LA? Like, just would have been amazing, right? The fact that they can do that because they're both, in different conferences would have been absolutely amazing. But, hey, we got the Bengals, all right? And I have faith in them tonight, and I think that they're going to win it. I won't give you a score because I'm bad with numbers, but I think that the Bengals will definitely win this matchup here tonight against the Rams. Now, in case you're wondering, and I'm sure you saw when we started this whole thing, there's a lovely shot right outside of SoFi Stadium. I mean, absolutely gorgeous stadium, but even better is the weather. All right, they're saying this could be the hottest Super Bowl ever. All right, it's projected to be about 84 degrees in Los Angeles as we speak when this game kicks off in just about 30 minutes or so. So this could be the hottest Super Bowl ever. And of course, we had the complete opposite here in the Valley this morning. We woke up to some snow. But it was the pretty snow, all right? It was the kind of snow you say, oh, that's cute. Let's move on about our day. And then, of course, the sun came on out. So that is absolutely perfect. Again, going with the Bengals tonight over the Rams in the Super Bowl. We'll see how it all pans out. give you a quick story. Just one of my fondest and earliest Super Bowl memories was the one I referenced earlier, the one there in 1999, the Titans against the Rams. I just remember that last drive of the game, and I forget the receiver's last name. May have been Dyson, if I'm not mistaken, maybe for the Titans. But I just remember him stretching out with all his might to get that ball across the plane for the touchdown that came up just short for the Titans there. But nonetheless, it should be a great game tonight. Again, kickoff coming to you in about 30 minutes or so. And again, of course, that game is not only a great matchup, but also going to include a great halftime show as well, with a star-studded lineup with the likes of Mary J. Blige and Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, and more. Dr. Dre in the building as well. Rumors that a certain rapper by the name of 50 Cent may show up. No idea. I have no insight. We shall see together. We will learn together. We know he's in the city, but we shall see what happens with that in that regard. Before I get out of here and send you back to your programming with NBC pregame show, you may already have it on, but before you leave me here, just want to let you know, congratulations to the Virginia Tech women's basketball team. Huge win today over a ranked opponent in North Carolina. I believe they're ranked number 23 in this matchup. They came into Castle Coliseum, had a 21-9 lead over the Hokies. Hokies defense stepped it up, and they eked out the win. That's their fourth victory over a ranked team this season. Coach Kenny Brooks, he's got the Hokies trending in the right direction. They are doing all the right things there in Blacksburg. And, of course, we got the big Commonwealth Clash tomorrow. It's literally a clash of the Titans. Virginia Tech winners of 5 straight. UVA winners of 4 straight. Something's got to give, unfortunately, right? But nonetheless, it's going to be a great matchup. Castle Coliseum, 7 p.m. tomorrow. It's UVA at Virginia Tech. Of course, we'll have it covered for you here on 10 Sports, that and more. And, of course, after tonight's Super Bowl action, stay tuned. We have more action from the Winter Olympics in Beijing, and then we'll join you after that has concluded for 10 News at 11. So, again, should be a great Super Bowl. Again, if you want to hop back on to Facebook Live after the game is concluded, I'll be here just for a brief recap. And, of course, we'll get you set with any and everything you may have missed in terms of highlights of this game on 10 Sports at 11 and also 10 News at 11 right after the Olympics. But until then, we hope you enjoy the game. We hope it's competitive. Save me a plate. Send it my way. Freeze it. Save it. Just make sure I get it. Appreciate you. And we will see you after the game tonight and after the Olympics.